Hi there. We're live from the wildlife crime scene. This is the second time they started working without a permit after the last time's event. We're inside the compound now, where they're putting up fences around the 3 diggers that started working today without any permits and licenses. We'll see how things will play out. There's quite a few people in the front protesting. So we get the lock on positions now. I'll send out the message as we speak.
If it's small enough, just
share the first message with the Guardian.
the smaller one.
Okay, message went out to the Guardian. Mordecai is getting delocked 2 or 3.
You cannot
down here and then put the lock on.
So here we go again. And I can only do short live stream bursts because I don't have any backup batteries at the moment. Yeah, they've put up fences everywhere along the and around the diggers. They managed to get 2 of the diggers out already. I was informed that there were 3 of them. Oh no, that's all 3 of them there in a bunch, fenced around so people can't get under them. But still they're not working, so that's good enough for now. We have informed the police there's a new crime reference number for them, and okay, so this is okay. So until Mordecai is getting chained to a tree, I'll just communicate this online quickly as much as I can. Bringing in more fences.
Actually, we can change later. Yeah, all right. Do your stuff. Don't play around me. Do your
have
stuff,
my monopod.
and then we can reposition me.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be back later. I just have to communicate this thing.
Go for the next spot.
Yes. Okay, so stay tuned, folks. The day is starting, and they already stopped working basically. So even if nobody gets under the diggers, they're all lined up like a Christmas present in one bunch, fenced around, so they're not working anyway. So the illegal work has stopped again, the second time. I'll look up the reference number quickly. It's on Facebook. If you go on the Natural Guard page, you can find it there. It's the latest post with a YouTube message, a YouTube video message, Sarah calling the police. So that's it. Eco warriors chained and waiting for backup outside. There's quite a few people already getting prepared to support from outside. And I need to be outside at some point because I don't have a charger with me. And this is just a quick guerrilla action because we were informed that they started illegal works again, which have been halted for now. As you can see, the diggers are there in a little package, all fenced around. Huh?
All of these trees are newly down.
So these are new. Okay. Yeah, it's a mass grave of illegally cut trees. As you can see, this is a little exclusive from inside. Yeah, all the way up there, and there's a really big field behind this one that way that's already been mutilated. And we came back with those badger experts last time and found traces of badgers using the woods, and there's also evidence of bats roosting here, or have been. Don't know where they're living now, that they're homes are being chopped down, and 22% of London's drinking water is in danger, as I said last time. Once these works start, they actually start building stuff, and all those toxic chemicals will flow into the water.
You committing crime!
Watershed.
Police on the way! You are committing criminal acts. You violating British legalizations and laws. Police on the way. Thank you very much.
Yep, that's it. I'll go offline for a few minutes and I'll be back. Please share this far and wide. This is Occupy News Network from the front lines as usual. So Daniel signing off from Colne Valley, UB9 6JW Harefield, and I'll be back later. Ciao ciao.
That's what we'd like. We'd like to have a discussion in court about this.
Yeah, yeah, grab it.
So they're erecting a inner compound around us, presumably so we can't see out and the press can't see us. We're chained to the trees. They do not have a High Court order, they do not have planning permission, and they do not have any species licenses.
Yeah, we need one more.
So we had to come live again because these orange people are coming this way. Let me sit here. And I just...
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Sir, let me inform you that under your jurisdiction, some crime being committed.
Okay.
We called already the police. You are
Lovely.
in live on internet. You must stop.
Okay.
You must stop because
You're currently trespassing.
oh yes.
We would like you to leave.
Oh, actually I cannot. I cannot. And the police going to come here.
Okay.
Inside, and we can do that.
Sure.
Anything else I can help on?
No, we'd just like you to leave, sir. That's all right.
It's not possible.
Do you not
And
have
of course, not in country, since to prevent crime is above trespass. You can call the police if you're not sure. You can call the police.
Would you both mind leaving?
I can't leave, sorry.
You're not got
When the police showed up, I'll be leaving. I'll just
Okay.
get these guys started off.
We have no keys.
You've called the police, yes?
Yes.
It's a wildlife crime.
Or if you can present me any permission to destroy these trees, maybe it makes shelters need to disappear. But if you have no permission, committing crime. But under your jurisdiction, it all happens. So the security has actually responsibility to keep up the law. And if you don't do it, see you on court. Alright?
Yeah.
It's
Sir, you're not chained up to anything.
I'm chained to a live stream. This is going out to multiple countries and legal people. This is what's called a live stream. I just posted a
We're going to ask
picture.
you very nicely to leave.
I will leave as soon as the police comes, because I need to be outside to film the rest of the events. Okay, so listen up, guys. I'm gonna look up the new reference number in a second. Okay, I had an incoming call, but they have to do it later. Yes?
We're chained to the trees in the construction demolition site. There is no planning permission here, there is no tree plan, and there is no licenses for the protected species. This is a completely illegal work site, and we have called the police.
Yep, cool. So there's Mordecai chained to another tree. You're chained to this tree. Now we'll have to. Okay.
Here comes Wayne.
Okay, we're live again.
Okay, so today we can see that the illegal work has continued, even though wildlife crime has been reported and completely understood by the Metropolitan Police. If we see all the tree stumps here that have been pulled up today and the diggers that have been at work, we've had to re-report the crime. We've added to the crime the report of the badger habitats and the evidence that badgers are currently active in this area, and we already have the footage of the bats. No Natural England licenses have been obtained. You cannot get retrospective planning permission for wildlife crime. Someone has to answer for this.
So it's quite funny that the police doesn't want to come in, because as long as we're not evicted properly by police, we can come in and out whenever we like and stop the works again and again and again and again, because whenever you bring into the... So your manager for Wayne
Like
going to try to avoid to bring the police here. Mr. Wayne.
Let me zoom in on him a bit.
He is our next favorite. Make him popular. Make him famous. Hey, make him famous.
Oh, I know what is the next meme. Yeah, we prepared.
Security for Wayne.
No, when he was talking to the badger people, that they can come in as a professional separate group.
He's a good man. He gave us permission.
As an identifiable group.
Well, at the front of the camera, so we like him.
Yeah.
That's why he told me.
So,
I don't understand this.
climate disruption-wise, any thoughts?
Okay, well, the Paris Climate Change Agreement has been signed by the United Kingdom government, and we are here in London, Greater London, on the Green Belt. This is natural and semi-natural habitat. The main thrust of the Paris Climate Change Agreement is to protect the nature we have left, because it is only nature that can balance the climate. The second thrust is about emissions, but without the nature, the natural, the trees and the water supplies, we cannot balance the exhaust fumes from the fossil fuels. So we are calling on the UK government to implement the Paris Climate Change Agreement now and stop deforestation in London, UK 2017.
Beautiful. Okay, we'll be back as they are putting up more tarpaulin fences on the sides, all along the front of this compound, and putting up more fences around these diggers. So, yeah. That's the updates from inside the compound, and we'll be back later. Ciao, ciao. Okay, let me just follow up. These guys in the blue hats are the ones
who is actually cutting.
Yeah, they are the workers who are cutting the trees, and all the other orange people are the security. The guy is having his last cigarette. Looks like he's going to get executed.
Yeah. And I just realized that actually the best space to have a nice fat joint is inside the space where the police doesn't want to come in. Because if they come in, they see the evidences. Second time we are here. To make them to come in and record the evidences.
Yeah, the second time this has been reported.
Actually,
there's a new reference number.
Your police doing something naughty.
Yeah, if you go on the Natural Guard UK Facebook page, you can find the new reference number and footage of Sarah calling the police before we got here. And since these diggers were
And the
quite
police
active,
still not here.
and these diggers were quite actively committing more wildlife crimes, they secured them as soon as we got in. You can see them all fenced up, and they're putting up more of these tarpaulin walls all around the front bit that's facing the street, so the people can't see what's happening inside. There's quite a lot of hooting outside again in support, because our friends are outside supporting. I'll be joining them pretty soon to be a press contact outside.
Yeah.
Once I've collected enough evidence here inside the compound. And I'm gonna need some backup batteries when I'm outside. Anyone with power packs are very welcome to come and join. So that's it for now. Still waiting for police, and the police still they just don't want to come.
Man,
We've even called the Met Police.
It's bloody good, man. You should try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First person shooter mode activated.
And over police. Fight. Best, man. I love the green, man.
Yep. We have seen something like this before, but this is a record in not having police when we order them to come. This is a record non-response time. So this could be part of the police cuts, which is one thing, but also that
the privatization,
G4S coming in.
Met police and whatever. And on the end,
plus HS2 is a government
there is no
project,
difference
so
after a point between police and security.
Yeah.
Hireable. They can hire them. For almost a week long, they just fail their fucking duty.
Yeah.
And it's against British law, and it's against European law.
And the Paris Climate Agreement as well, yeah.
Agreement.
In breach of that.
Anything else?
Yeah, that's it for now. I'll just go
And
offline.
It's against the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and Targets, which are to protect woodlands, to protect wetlands. It backs up, it's the same thing as backing up the Paris Climate Change Agreement. Protect the nature we have left.
Yep.
Give back my clip.
Right.
Perfect dramatic.
Absolutely. Okay. See you soon, and I'll be offline for a bit now. Ciao,
The
ciao.
first police who come can have a puff. And now the police at the crime scene.
Yeah, for the
So
first
now
time
we
finally.
shall see, are they ready to fulfill their duty or not?
Yeah. And this is my cue to
Record name and number,
yeah.
everything, because we're going to see them on court. Probably.
Yep.
If they're not,
This
if
is
they
my
deny
cue
them.
to record
Hello.
the police contacts. Hiya.
Oh, are you the Metropolitan Police? Excellent.
Hiya.
We called you.
This.
At least they come and do fine.
So one of the numbers XH222 and XH635.
Right, who you got?
My name's Sarah Green. I reported a crime
Right.
to the Metropolitan Police this afternoon.
Okay.
A wildlife crime, because the tree felling that you see here was taking place. They were uprooting these trees that you can see all the roots here with those diggers over there. So we reported that as a wildlife crime because there's no planning permission for this site. We have reported the bats, and we've got evidence that we've put on the internet, which I believe you've seen. And we reported the badgers to you on the Saturday, because there's active badgers in the back of the site.
Right.
And both of those species need licenses from Natural England, and nothing is in place for this site.
We've demonstrated over 2 days to Sarah Green in particular that we're here that we don't require separate planning permission to do that. She was shown all the relevant documents last week by HS2 over the 2 days, and that was made very clear, but it seems that her view on that has shifted again.
No, it's not shifted. What they showed me was ownership of the land. I absolutely accept they own the land, but they need planning permission. Just because I own land doesn't mean I don't need planning permission. Everyone who owns land needs planning permission. Now that's the step they haven't gone through. What they've gone through is the hybrid bill, which gives the broad sweep of the limits of the Act, which is like a line on the map. We are inside that line, but so is 300 acres of Hillingdon. It cannot be possible that they do not need planning permission. They've actually provided me no evidence that they do not need planning permission. I have evidence that I've been told on numerous occasions, I've been in the legal process for this. I was at the House of Lords. I gave evidence about the amount of land, particularly Denham Country Park. The other side of this road is nature reserve. Need planning permission.
I'll just emphasise that point again. The HS2 Act gives lawful authority to clear land as part of the Act. Which
That's the broad sweep. That's the broad sweep. That would mean they could do anything with no planning permission all the way up and down the country.
Have got all the consents in place.
They haven't got the consents in place. They've got the bill in place.
Sarah.
Yeah, but you haven't produced the consent.
You produced all the documentation.
No,
you chose not to read it.
I did. They produced ownership of the land. That's all they've got.
So what is your intention by taking yourself up to the tree?
I want to save the tree because I don't think they've got lawful permission. They've got no tree survey, they've got no tree plan, they've got no species plan. They can't just keep decimating habitat after habitat after habitat with no plan for the species. There are protected habitats and protected species here. There is.
I don't, at the moment I don't know if I'm honest. I've literally just come down here to speak to you.
Yeah.
So I just need to try and understand what your intention is. As you can see,
they have to get planning permission, and they have to get licences from Natural England if they're going to decimate the habitats of bats and badgers in particular, which are on this site.
If I can have a word, sorry, I'm not a professional, but of course nobody expects you to know all of the legalization regarding this. That's why we're here. Please send somebody who has authority and who is expert about it, and so long we are quite happy to wait.
So happy to wait for what, sorry?
And for your colleges to record the evidences. There are.
That's not something that's going to happen immediately, is it? That's going to take
in
days,
this
if not
case,
weeks.
probably they're going to call you every second day.
And each day you will find more of the habitat removed.
And more people.
So we have to get this sorted out.
I appreciate that, but chaining yourself to a tree isn't going to be the best way of going about it, is it?
I've tried the legal way. I've spoken in the House of Lords.
You know as well as I do. You said you sound like you know the
I
law
do know
quite
the
well.
law.
Exactly. So that's on not preaching to you.
Yeah.
But you know as well as I do. The Gens here would organise what would be our high court to get you extracted.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
That's something that I'm assuming you don't want to happen. It's not
I'd love that
quite
to
something
happen.
is it?
I'd love that to happen.
We want to take it to the court.
Take it to the court. We need to take it to the court. Because can I say what happened in the House of Lords? I presented all the evidence of the species, 2,400 species in Denham Country Park. I presented the water quality, and basically I was not answered. I was just ignored.
Right, okay, now's the House of Lords.
So now I have to be answered. I would appreciate being arrested. I would appreciate being arrested.
That's not going to happen at the moment. This is private land. You know, as
I know it's private land. It's owned by HS2.
Can you just give me 2 minutes, please?
Yes. It's owned by HS2.
Correct.
Yeah.
So obviously you are trespassing on this land.
Exactly.
The point is, they've already requested through the High Court to get an extraction team down to remove from this tree, which they can do. You know as well as I can. Yeah?
That's fine.
That's something I don't want to get to. I'd rather talk to you so we can see if we can sort this out and get you off this tree. If there's issues that you want to raise, by all means raise those issues. Not as a local authority or wildlife, that's something you have to go through those proper channels.
I have. I've reported a wildlife crime. I reported it on Monday, Tuesday and today.
Who have you reported that to?
The Metropolitan Police.
And how have you gone about doing that?
Through the 101
system.
And it was reported online.
And what is your intention?
I want it investigated.
Well, if you reported it, then naturally they'll look at your report and they'll go from there and make the decision.
But the trouble is, it's an ongoing crime scene. They have actually pulled up a huge number of trees today. And they'll do it tomorrow, the next day, and maybe 2 weeks later you'll see total deforestation here, and we'll get to the point where they're actually on top of where the badgers live, which really we can't allow.
Well, so you're not going to stop them, and I'm just speaking to you honestly. Okay. They're going to get distracted and they're going to remove you by any means.
Fair enough.
So training yourself this street isn't going to stop them from doing their work today, tomorrow, and ongoing. If you
I'm absolutely fine. We have climate change. Right. If we deforest London, do you know how many trees they're actually wanting to take here? Thousands! They want the whole of this area. Thousands of trees. It's not.
So you're not willing to move at the moment, is that what you're saying?
No,
is that
not
the same as yourself, is
Gentlemen, can I have a couple of words? I haven't want to disturb it. It's about as you mentioned, it's not going to change on anything. I'm afraid you I'm happy to say you're wrong. It's going to. At this moment, people around the world watching bigger procedure. So you cannot do, you cannot quiet this situation. You have no power to do it. People already watching you. You must start the police procedure as long every second day the local angry citizen going to come in, because as long you not arrest me, it means we can do it tomorrow and after tomorrow. If you arrest me, I have a court case and I'm quite happy to get deported for it, because we're going to save this place even if you fail your duty. That was all of what I have to say. It's against European legalization, it's against international treaties, and it's against British law. Crime scene now at this moment stopped because we are quite happy day by day. As long as we have not got, we need a court before they finish.
Guys, give me 2 seconds, I'll come back and see you.
God bless you.
Thank you for coming. I'm just pointing out the tree trunks, the evidence of the destruction that's happened today by Koskane Skanska. They're the construction firm.
631.
Okay, so that's the updates from inside the compound now.
Can I say it's against the Habitats Directive of the European law. It's against the Water Framework Directive if they go further down the valley, and it's against the Flood Directive if they go right into the centre. And that's what their plans show, that they will be breaking all of those. But at the moment it's clearly the Habitats Directive. It's protected habitats and protected species, badgers and bats, and the birds.
Okay. Yep. So that's the updates for now. Anarchy, thanks for sharing. I'll share this on the Natural Guard page. That's where you can find all the updates, Natural Guard UK on Facebook. I just uploaded a YouTube video. You can see these blinding things going up around us again. There's like so many of these all around the compound. Every time something happens they pull up more and more. I think I'm going to join our friends outside because I need to recharge the phone one way or another. And Sarah has a working phone inside, she can record. So that's it from Occupy News Network on the inside. I'll be on the roadside to talk to the press and recharge the phone and talk to the protesters outside, because there's quite a few local people outside now. So that's it. Outside. The police are coming out. It's like, how was it? 2 policemen went in, and then came out, then 4 of them went in and came out. I still don't know what's happening with this action today. Mordecai and Sarah are still chained to trees inside. The police have left their cars here for like an hour, completely unguarded. Looks like they're worried because this is a crime scene. They need to do something about that. But there's another police car, obviously. So they left the other police car here. What's happening now? Oh, they're okay, good. So they're all leaving. But then again, our friends are still inside. So probably they didn't acknowledge that it's a crime scene. Otherwise our friends would be walking out at this point. There would be an investigation of what actually happened here in the past few days.
We need some banners.
Yeah, we need some more books.
Yeah, we need a bit more than that. I think if it continues like this, every time they start illegal works, then we have to hold the tree cutting. There hasn't been any works today again. All the equipment has been locked up and fenced around for hours and hours. The workers went home. It's only security guards at this point, and there's more floodlights and generators and more devastation inside.
Would have been a mission for me to get it all the way round.
Okay, that's the updates from at this point.
Yeah.
And I'll check back later. Okay, occupy everywhere. Ciao, ciao.
Right, so what exactly, what do you need bailiffs for exactly in this situation?
Bailiffs shouldn't have anything to do with this until there's a court order. As far as we know, I can't imagine it's where this happens. Because courts don't work.
But obviously if they're bringing them here, they're intending to...
Well, they used to last time as well.
Yeah.
It's legal.
Yes. Well, I was handcuffed by a bailiff at Newbury. That's nothing new. Yeah, that's 96. Last century, mate. I got a photo of it as well, of me being handcuffed and lowered down. With I'll dig it out.
Oh, cool! Yeah.
And I've got a really silly moustache as well.
Oh, and the food. Oh, bless her.
It's a tea lady.
Hello.
Thank you, Crystal.
Hiya. Yeah.
Yeah.
We think there's some lock breakers and there's bailiffs have just gone in a few minutes ago.
Yeah, no, I just saw them at the end of my road. I shouted out the window to you guys. So they come in. It's hot water and tea here for anybody. I know it's so important. I'll be over in the morning and pick them up and refill them and stuff. There's some biscuits in there. I don't think there's something else. No, I saw them.
Well.
I've fucking been here all along. Fucking made the bins to come up and pulled up when they put
He's the same bird who's saying that They started to try to remove them, but Mordecai managed to climb up into a tree.
Yes! Yay!
Don't know how. Sarah's been removed, she's coming up. They both cropped her. Igen, te a nehezebb lesz. Ja? Oh. Az képest nem az. Ez nap is. Hopefully. Dragging her out now and no problem.
One, two, three, and down. Okay, madam. Drop back, guys. Okay, drop back, drop back, drop back. Thank you. Drop back, guys. James, your friends?
Yeah, we're her friends. Right, Sarah.
On the other side of it. Oh,
Sarah, are you okay?
What's up, Sarah? Get off this cold soil, shall we? What's up there?
Whoa.
Wash around your head.
Oh, I bashed my head a bit there.
It bashed her head, that was the first thing she said. It's being recorded.
Thank you.
Bashed your head.
It's alright. Shall I
Do you
grab
want-
it? I'll grab you a bit,
Do you
Sarah.
want an ambulance? So,
No, 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 no.
I've got that. That's alright. You coming up? You sure you want to stand?
Yeah.
Got it, G-Ray.
okay, yeah, she's stopped, which is okay.
Can you across?
Oh, well, look, okay.
Okay.
This is where there's sort of more complete here, believe me. Okay, sorry. Right, okay.
Okay.
It's all on me.
How you feeling, Sarah?
Not so good.
Right. Bit colds?
No, my head hurts.
And your head hurts?
Yeah, I think so as well. Can you feel it or?
Yeah, from press now, haven't you?
It'll come out a bit quick.
How old are you, Sarah?
62.
62. You feel dizzy at all?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we got another package somewhere as well. Just in the tent, so.
Do you think you could drink some water? It's Crystal. Do you think you could drink some water? Perhaps a little. Just maybe that's what it is, dehydration as well.
No, I don't think so. I was...
All right. Oh, well done.
Penguin it, mate.
Well done. You're a star.
Yeah, we're.
This is what we need. All right, get it round her side. Tuck her in a little if we can. All right. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to scratch your face there. I'm not trying to beat you up or anything.
Game Mordy high!
Tucked in a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
Mordecai, all right?
Yes, brother. Mordecai seems much better. Yeah, he's fine. No, that's funny. It was going to be the other way round, man, the way he's coming at that tree.
But you see, I went very limp.
Yeah, don't point back. Yeah.
I went very, very limp, and they seemed to find it terribly difficult carrying me.
Yeah.
They kept sort of dropping me,
Hello,
and then
John.
they were bashing my head.
Yep.
That was the thing. But I just
she
carried
will
on
be
being
okay.
really,
she
really
she
limp.
will be okay. She's certainly shaken and not feeling good.
Is this ambulance actually coming, or?
And there has been an
Oh no, they take an awful long time.
Sorry?
Ambulances.
Okay.
We won't get ETA, you haven't taken ETA out until they're assigned. So we don't know for ETA. We'll be doing some press from our ends.
Sorry, John, I understand.
It's okay, it's okay.
Sorry.
How's she feeling now? How you feeling, Sarah?
I'm feeling a bit better.
Feeling a bit better?
Yeah. I just got bashed on the head, that was it. Because yes, on the way out.
So you have requested you an ambulance, haven't you? ETA yet?
Thank you.
Just keep talking to me for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
I know I'm boring. But
No.
you must
The security were very nice to us. It was just this last lot.
Have you even got any visible injuries in your cuts?
I don't think so.
Anyone checks you out in the back of your head at all to make sure no bleeds or anything like significant at all?
It doesn't feel like she's got
Feels
any
all right, is it?
actual blood
You haven't got
coming
any blood
anywhere.
I think they know when it happened because I screamed.
Hi there, folks. This is the Beacons Night, the nationwide event because of HS2 trying to destroy most of the countryside. And now we're here in the Colne Valley at the brand new protest camp that just happened in these last few weeks. Oh, hello.
Are they,
Ooh, yes,
are they
yes.
vegan?
Yes, please. Thank you. Okay. Sorry.
Thank you, sir.
I hope people are gonna come in and join the live stream at some point. So this is happening all over the UK, and I think Lizzie can say a bit more.
Hi everybody. We're here on Harwell Road in Harefield, which is West London, UK. We're here to protest against High Speed 2, the high-speed rail network that's going to decimate our countryside, our natural environment, our watercourses, our communities. There's no need for it, we don't want it, there's no environmental case for it. We are struggling to get the wildlife crimes already being committed here, with the desecration of forests investigated. It's very frustrating for us all. Some of us have been fighting this for 7 years. This is the start of a moving campaign now across the country to get people to stand up, speak out and be seen. And we hope that everyone enjoying Beacons Night tonight will feel empowered by that and will hope to stop HS2.
Brilliant. So this is a link up all through the country. If you don't want to let all the British countryside to go to down the toilet. And where we are now, this is like the first big front line, just about in London. It's starting in Euston, so that's basically the first place that they started building. But then this is the first forest that would be destroyed, and they already started here on Harville Road. This is UB9 6JW Harville Road, where we are now. And this is the biggest, first biggest protest front line, part of a chain, basically, or a big link up of local events all through the United Kingdom. But if we keep them in London, then I think this is winnable. Very similar to the road protests of the 90s. It's kind of a renewal for that kind of movement, and it's needed a lot. And as it's a train line, it's connecting in a row everyone who's supposed to be already united. So it's a strange word of resistance. That people wouldn't unite and wouldn't want to change if things weren't this bad. But hopefully now, with these beacons all through the UK, we can see how many people we have in the UK resistance movement, and of course bringing in the solutions for these problems is the other side of the coin. We need to start doing as well, just like in Bolcombe, the first fracking village where fractivism began in this country, and that was a pretty happy success story. In the end, they turned solar cooperative for the whole village. We need more of these success stories. So once the resistance begins, there's a need for the solutions, local green businesses to come in and actually implement the changes needed to avoid getting eaten by the urban sprawl monster. Try to stand somewhere where there's more signal. Yeah, so this is the first beacon here in Colne Valley. There's quite a few around, lit by local residents. The wind is pretty strong. Still a month left of hurricane season. So we haven't seen the last of this year's hurricane cataclysms. You can see a few orange people glowing in the dark. We're still waiting for more friends to come and hold the beacon with us here. But there's quite a few lit tonight. We'll find out tomorrow how many in the country altogether so far. I'll be back a bit later. I just wanted to have a little opening session. We have some music and poetry and whatever we can do here on the curb in our new Colne Valley HS2 protest site, right opposite the destruction zone, what they just already started. So, alright, occupy everywhere. I'll be back. It's really windy. Stay tuned. Beacons night, stop HS2. Water is life. Ciao, ciao. Woohoo! I think we have a beacon here, finally. some crazy thing is burning here that's giving us like an arc welding light. So finally you can see and I can live stream.
But now the ground's gone in fire because it's burning.
Oh yeah, well it'll run through.
There's a few fires in the area already, the beacon fires. Some big, some smaller. This one's definitely pretty bright. People on the road we'll see what's happening here, for sure. And whoever wants to find us will find us much easier now. Airplane doesn't land on us. Wow. Yeah, it was morning because it wasn't bright enough for the camera to see anything, and now it's too bright. Okay, so the fires are lit all across the country by now. So let's see what's next in the war for the British countryside. Okay, ciao ciao.
Who will gaze upon their grace will be the magic of both time and space. A world of wonders they will be when you see the mirror of you and me. So we smile around the wishing well, the echo hears our show and tell. What we talk and what we say, the words we whisper, whisper the way. Son, father, lost and forgotten, who's above, who's below, mother and daughter overspoken, to here and now this is, show a token. So here lies the spell of magic in hell, I be the puppet of my own farewell, but wellness we see, we hear, we touch, upon the mind, no question of us. To be or not to be, that is the question, but the point is to be and not to be, that is the conclusion. But when you have clarity, there is no questions. So here lies the now, and now we be here. We hear the future and past be tears. All I need's my freedom and joy, back to myself, back to my boy. All mind, no mind, all mind's illusions, gift given or gone, I meant no intrusion. We wait for nothing apart from all, while we wonder, wonder some more.
No.
See, there's a place called Foul Western, I believe I know it well. The journey I'm about to take, no living soul can tell. This hellish world and heaven do you see, both were made by you for me. A 1 + 1 is a you, and it's a me. A 1 + 1 + 1, it's not free. A 1 + 1 is 1, you see. Mother, father, someone's plea. There is one son I like to be, sitting round an apple tree. Here we go to and from, where do we all come from? That is how the storm, summertime, living is easy. Fish are jumping,
and the cotton is high.
Your mama's big,
and your mama's good looking.
So
hush, little baby, don't you cry.
Babylon. like your banner. I can make this It's very good. You get your chin, you get your tree. I can't wait until it falls on thee. And when this done, and there's all splattered down, maybe you'll know there's no HS2 around.
This is like the first beacon on the way all the way to Birmingham. We are burning fires tonight on the bigger line. It's very tame people, but there needs to be some show business in there. Sure have to.
Howdy doody people, finally we have the blue lights.
And we did a very warm welcome to these men in black. Unfortunately, you're on the wrong side. The police and the gangsters are over there on the other side.
You remember the last song where you Babylon gone?
I do. You need to come out. You have to come outside.
I don't have to come out.
You do have to come out.
We're outside now.
I love you.
Tell me your name. I love you. Won't you tell me your name?
It's been recording anyway.
Something record the music.
Can't wait. By the way then.
I'm alive, but please don't set the place on fire.
You can talk to him, he's outside.
He's definitely outside.
He's done nothing at all.
Okay, looks like a Scotsman is being harassed by the police.
No, you don't. You don't have
Why?
that.
What reason? You've got to talk to him first. Give him a reason.
You're setting fire to the forest. Okay, the police are setting fire to the curb.
Thank you very much.
Chill out.
Okay, the first martyr is a Scotsman.
What was the charge? No, he didn't.
Yeah, what was it? Calm down, please. No, I'm asking you. He did tell him what? He did tell him what?
Right.
Tell him what?
Step back.
What
Get out of his face. Step back. Get out of his face.
We're out.
I'm live.
Grabbed it for no reason. You didn't tell him why. That's an illegal arrest. Unlawful. You didn't tell him why.
You nearly set the forest on fire as well.
Did tell him what?
You're chucking a whole fire over on people. That's dangerous.
You're taking the mickey, man. Come on. Did tell him what? Did tell him what?
Bang out of order.
Did tell him what? Did tell him what? Did tell him what?
Someone, no charge, no nothing.
Ryan!
Bye bye, Babylon.
No, it won't touch. Just stay chill. Stay chill. Motherfucker. There ain't no way that you can charge.
Bastards. Yes, I'm still live.
He turned up, grabbed him, didn't talk to him, didn't give him any reason whatsoever, just arrested him. They're going to chop down. Hey, that's illegal over there, what they're doing, and they grabbed someone who's just sitting peacefully by the fire.
And plus they pitched all the fire out, so it's pretty dangerous at the moment.
Nah, man.
Well done.
I thought you guys were cool.
Well done, Ben in Blue. You still see the blue lights in the background.
They're stopping over there, aren't they?
Need to get the fire back to a safe position because they just pitched it. Up the curb.
Drive-by abduction.
Yeah, it's like in Russia.
Charlie! To pick the one guy, the one single guy. These breakers.
Yeah.
Fuck all.
Why he speaks
Except
Scottish?
make his feelings felt. God goes back. Welcome to the police force of Britain.
So the
We
wars.
are here to arrest you. We're not here to serve. We are here to arrest.
They should be arresting the people who are doing the illegal building over there with no planning
comes
permission.
over here. That's not going to happen.
There's no way that's going to go to a court, is there?
No, what they've done there is they've
Yes.
because he was up on the fence. Fuck off!
But he wasn't. They got the wrong
No,
person.
he definitely
Yeah.
wasn't.
Didn't get
He definitely wasn't on the fence. So the side of him there.
Okay, so yeah, one Scotsman minus at the moment.
No, but the clip, that was long before the police arrived. But the cop that I was with.
Yeah, that's it for now. I think we'll start the music again and get back to music playing mode. Once we shoveled all the fire back to its original place. That's it. Shit. Yeah, this war is just starting. The HS2 versus the British countryside. And if we can hold them on the heel. Here, just still in London, then the British countryside might survive.
Don't forget, these guys are just robots anyway.
So that's it for now. So occupy everywhere. I'll be back later. This has been the highlight of the night at the moment. We have to make sure that our Scottish friend is safe wherever the cops have abducted him.
£11.50 an hour.
Okay, ciao.
Can't take these things away without me fighting. This old land's been walked by many people. Some died young, some still living. Think you've come to take these hills? I'm not here to give them. Well, I've walked in these hillsides since I first was my mother's daughter, and you just can't take these hills away without me fighting. You may drive your big machine, but I was born a big strong woman, and you just can't take these hills away without me fighting. This old land's been walked by many people, some died young, some still living. Think you're here, take these hills, well I'm not here to give them. Well, I've walked in this woodland since I first was mother's daughter, and you just can't take these trees away without me fighting. Excuse me. This old land's been walked by many people, some died young, some still living. Think you're here, take these trees, well we're not here to give them. Well, I've walked on this hillside since I first was a mother's daughter. You just can't take these trees away without me fighting. Yeah, I'm not fucking intelligent. This old land's been walked by many people. Some died young, some still living. Think you're here to take these hills? Well, I'm not here to give them. You may drive your big machine, but I was born a big strong woman, and you just can't take these hills away without me fighting. Shit, no way! Well, I've walked in the woodland since I first was my mother's daughter, and you just can't take these trees away without me fighting. This old land's been walked by many people. Some died young, some still living. Think you're here, take these trees. I'm not here to give them. Well, I've walked in this hillside since I first was my mother's daughter, and you just can't take these hills away without me fighting. Oh God! This old land's been walked by many people. Some died young, some still living. Think you're here, take these hills, but we're not here.
We put the fire back as it was because
We got the fireside picnic. We got the woodland.
even though the cops tried to burn us all down, we managed to put the fire back as it was. So yeah, night goes on. Yeah, hold them on the hill.
Hold them on the hill?
Yeah,
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
One more hill, hold them on the hill.
Hold them on the hill.
Hold them on the hill.
Don't let them into the valley.
Please stop struggling, you dog.
So they got...
Do you know what? I bet that come out of my kennel. Get him, boy. There's the place. Keeps on calling me. Down the road is where I wanna be. With every step I take, I'm making you afraid.
You're right.
You can't sing. Wait, just wait. You're gonna get better. Oh God. You know what? That's what all my family say.
They're gonna fucking demolish the marina.
I don't care about nobody else. I enjoy myself.
Well, the HS2 line.
What are you doing, alright, man?
So,
You're a
5
bit
minutes
late.
away, but they're not going to give any
You
missed all the fun.
I know, I had to bloody work.
Zooming on
Sorry,
left
you had
side.
to bloody work? What sort of excuse is that?
I can't stand us in the marina, we're not entitled.
Are you making run-up?
I am. Do you want one?
If you don't mind, I can forgive you anything.
Oh, yeah, we're still here, burning our beacon. Fire.
Yeah, fuck yeah!
And nothing gets in the way.
HS2! It's great! It's for me and you!
Yeah, we're still here even though the riot van just stopped and dragged our Scotsman into it and abducted him and left. That's pretty much the life of the party today. But they drawn first blood basically, so they made us into news. Otherwise it would have been just people doing a fire on the curb. Now one of us has been abducted. But we're still here. We put the fire back even after the police pitched it on the side and nearly burned down half of the field here. So time goes on. As far as I know, there's quite a few beacons, even in this area. People whose house or farm is being threatened are also burning their beacons, and all the way to Birmingham and beyond. Phase 2 or something going through Manchester, so it connects us all the way to the fucking site. This HS2 and Heathrow third runway are both pretty much threatening the same nature reserve and the same forest here in Colne Valley. And HS2 alone is threatening 98 ancient woodlands in this country and farms, so most of the British countryside basically, and it's about 112 billion pounds at the moment from taxpayers' money. And it's gonna go higher obviously, especially if we start holding them back from what they want to do. So hopefully the taxpayers will have enough at some point and want to stop it. If they want to breathe and drink water, they should anyway, or eat or exist. We can't let more of the nature reserves go. There's not much left anyway. So this is the Colne Valley main beacon with quite a few cheerful local people and other friends who joined us for the day. And I'll be back. I just wanted to show that we're back on track with a nice fire. We're continuing even though they just abducted one of our friends and ruined our fire. We built it back. This really is just the beginning. It's going to be a nationwide front line. This one connecting all of the water and air and environmental struggles. So that's it. Occupy Everywhere Solutions now. See you later on the other side. I'll take some better footage so I can edit something out of it. Ciao ciao.